It's safe to assume that any hope for a normal life gets dashed for people who become millionaires before they can even walk. But Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen cranked the dial on their wacky personal lives way up. Though they found massive success in the fashion world, they've also become increasingly reclusive. And they don't really smile. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's dive right into the peculiar lives of Mary-Kate and Ashley, shall we?
You got it, dude!
The Heath Ledger connection. It seems to have been forgotten over the years that Mary-Kate was somehow linked with actor Heath Ledger's passing in 2008. There was never any suggestion of foul play, but when Ledger's masseuse found him unconscious, the first person she called was Mary-Kate, twice, instead of 911. According to the Daily Mail, Mary-Kate's security team arrived at Ledger's apartment at the same time as the ambulance. Multiple news sources reported that Mary-Kate refused to talk to federal investigators about Ledger's passing unless she was granted immunity. Still, her attorney denied she had anything to hide, saying in a statement, Mary-Kate Olsen had nothing whatsoever to do with the drugs found in Heath Ledger's home or his body, and she does not know where he obtained them. A source told the New York Daily News, the U.S. Attorney of the Southern District decided not to serve Olsen with a subpoena, which effectively let Olsen off the hook for any further speculation. Sweating for art. We get that fashion isn't always meant to be functional. Clearly, that's the case for the Olsen twins, who were spotted in May 2017 stepping out in New York City wearing what appeared to be some heavy fall fashions, including a long wool overcoat and a huge scarf. As Refinery29 points out, the twins were photographed walking down, quote, a piping hot New York sidewalk in 90-degree weather. Either the Olsen twins have secretly been cold-blooded this whole time, or sweating one's face off is about to be the award-winning look of the summer.
Congratulations.
Why so serious? At some point in their lives, the Olsen twins decided that smiling either wasn't cool or was too off-brand for them, so they basically stopped doing it in public. And though they rarely do red carpets, this sullen choice has resulted in countless photo ops where their expressions say, "We'd love to be anywhere but here."
We are definitely attracted to that aesthetic.
There's even been zany speculation that they no longer have teeth. The 2017 Met Gala was no exception. Not only did the twins show up in their signature boho chic looks, but according to Bravo, they ice-grilled every other megastar there. Old is the new young. When Mary-Kate started dating Olivier Sarkozy, who is about 17 years older, eyebrows immediately shot up. But then they actually went the distance and got married, leading skeptics to reconsider whether the unlikely pairing was actually a match made in heaven. Ashley has also been connected to a string of old dudes. According to W Magazine, she's been linked to visual artist George Condo, nearly 30 years her senior, as well as the CEO of Oliver Peoples, David Schulte, who is 17 years older. Ashley also had a romance with art dealer Richard Sachs, nearly 30 years her senior, from whom she split in March 2017. Perhaps this is just a demonstration of the fickle fashionistas having old souls. Mary-Kate's wedding. There are few details about the notoriously press-shy Mary-Kate's wedding, but like many things in the eccentric twins' lives, one bizarre tidbit leaked from the nuptials that left everyone scratching their heads. A source told Page Six there were bowls and bowls filled with cigarettes and everyone smoked the whole night. Page Six also reported that guests, of which there were only 50, were required to turn in their cell phones before a cocktail reception and indoor dinner at a private New York residence. Missing Michelle. Portraying Michelle Tanner on Full House was the starting point for the Olsen twins' fame.
I've been on Full House forever.
But when the cast signed on to be in the sequel series Fuller House, the Olsen twins were the only ones to decline. While it's understandable they've taken their lives in a different direction, it doesn't seem too much to ask for the Olsens to at least make a cameo as a nod to the fans and co-stars that cemented their lives of leisure and luxury. The reclusive duo did sort of share their reasons for skipping the reunion. According to show producer Bob Boyette, Ashley said, "I have not been in front of a camera since I was 17, and I don't feel comfortable acting." And Mary-Kate said, "It would have to be me because Ash doesn't want to do it. But the timing is so bad for us." Amazingly, Full House and Fuller House creator Jeff Franklin didn't consider the snub a burned bridge, although he did tell Us Weekly that after 3 years of rebuffed invitations to join the show, he's done asking. He added, "But when somebody rings a doorbell, the girls yell, 'It's always open' on the show." So that's kind of how we feel about the Olsen twins. The door is open. Thanks for watching. Click the Nicki Swift icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.